What if I told you that there is a direct and efficient way to know yourself at the deepest level without having to go into complex practices, years of meditation, or even trying to heal yourself completely? That's what I want to do in this video. And the only thing I'm going to ask you, and I want you to treat this video as a meditation if you can, the only thing that I'm going to ask you is that you simply drop all the concepts that may come up, all the philosophy that you have read, and all the metaphysics that your mind knows at this point. Just drop all of that in favor of one thing, which is better than anything else. Just one little thing: curiosity. There is a childish curiosity in all of us that is always looking to find and understand. I want you to keep that, but drop everything else that the mind may throw at you during these minutes of exploration into the investigation of who you truly are. That's it. Just the simple childish curiosity that everybody has, and that has been guiding us through so many complicated ways to navigate this. So just keep that. And if the mind keeps repeating some old concepts and saying, yes, that's it, we knew it all the time and it's congruent with, drop it. If some metaphysical model arises and says, this is drop it. If philosophies that you have stored in your mind come up and try to explain precisely the process that you're going through, drop it. Drop everything. Just keep that curiosity. Ready? The only question that we care to ask is, who am I? I want to know myself at the deepest possible level. So, who truly am I? Now, follow this question, and it's okay that some answers are going to arise. Some of them may be harmonic. Some of them may not be so harmonic. Watch them, feel them, and know that they are simply answers in the mind. They are arising as a form of identifying you. But notice something very curious. They are being shown to you within you, and then they go away. So they cannot be you, because the feeling of being you is you. Again, just stay with the feeling of simply being and keep asking the question, who am I? And notice, again, the mind may stay quiet, and yet you remain. Then an answer may come up, maybe a distraction, but you remain. And you're always the presence of whatever experience is arising within you. Even the body is being felt at this point, and it feels very real, but you are presencing this body. And let that curiosity sink into this simple experience of being. Notice that this field of being is where everything shows up and then it goes away. All of it. Especially thoughts. Thoughts are very fast. They come and go so fast that they create a string of thoughts that we call a narrative. Notice it. And notice that you are the presence of that stream of thoughts. Stay there. The mind may want to distract you and pull you to a narrative. Try to explain something. Try to show you something. Try to convince you of you. Because the narratives are always connected to somebody. And that somebody sometimes is you. But is it really you? Does that narrative really define you? What happens when that narrative ends? Stay with what remains. You. Simply you. Don't put it a label. Don't try to conceptualize it. Don't try to attach it to any philosophy you have learned. And don't try to structure it in some form of metaphysical model. Leave that to the mind and watch as the mind does this, and then it disappears. And who remains? You. Stay with that. Notice at this point, how does that presence feels? It's quiet, still, peaceful, expansive, open, undisturbed. And that's what you call you. Isn't that interesting? Everything that your mind tells you about you is ephemeral, is temporary. It's a passenger in the field of you. A character that arises and then dissolves away. Notice it, it's happening all the time. That continuous narrative is happening within you, and yet it is nothing without you. And it doesn't define you, whatever it is that is saying. And it's very convincing because it's based on a story, on memory, something that feels very vivid, very real, only because we have thought that our identity depended on that narrative and that other narrative and the other. Drop them all and just stay very curious about this sense of being. Don't expect anything more advanced to happen. Don't expect anything deeper to be excavated into. Try to find a bottom to this. There's none. There is no bottom to being. There is no top to being. There are no sides to being. It's like space. No boundaries. And if you do find a wall, notice that it comes and goes. It's an illusion of limitation. And stay with that. Stay with your being. It's okay if the mind talks. It's okay if the mind says many things. And above all things, the mind likes to call you. It likes to explain things about you. It likes to inform you, gives you definition. Let it do that, but drop away identity because you cannot be two. You have always been one. Not one with everything. Drop that concept. Just one. You're not two. You are one. And notice how in this interplay with the mind, there is you, the presence of what's happening, what's being told, and the supposed identity of the character that is responsible for the story or the narrative. And drop that character. Collapse it into you. Because who are you? Be very curious. Don't take my word for it. Investigate. Look into it. Watch the character dissolve as you recognize who you are. The presence of the experience, or the awareness of the experience, or you in the experience. Rather, the experience in you. And stay with that. Again, don't expect anything complex out of this. Don't await for anything special to happen. Just stay with the simple recognition of who you are in the moment. Don't expect to heal. Don't expect to get rid of the separate self or the ego. Those are concepts. We don't even know what they are. We just know that I am and things are within me. Everything arises and falls, and I remain. Not I, the body, not I, the mind. I, simple, naked, divested of every quality, and stay with that. You be you, and let the experience be what is. But don't be you and the character that the experience or the story, the narrative is trying to inform you of, defining you as. No. Our curiosity has led us to a recognition of something that is beyond the mind, prior to the mind, preceding the mind, surrounding the mind, the father of the mind. And stay with that. It's called you, or I. That's what everybody refers to when they say I. Not a narrative. The narrative does not make them say I. Is the feeling of being. So what is this feeling of being? Be very curious. Childish curiosity. Nothing else. And stay with what you find, which is pure presence. Or simply being. Or me. I. This is the investigation that we do in the direct path. At any level, what we desire is to recognize who we truly are. And now all that's left is to explore the implications of this recognition. Because our mind, because it has been conditioned for so long, will continue informing us in a different way. The story may be very convincing still, but the story will weaken as we expose it to the light of truth. Because all we did here was follow truth to its simplest form, without the mind intervening and trying to make it very difficult to study and understand it and assimilate it. How long did it take you? 5 minutes? 2 minutes? To get there? Not even. So, all we need to do at this point is to explore the implications. Watch how my mind has been defining me, explaining myself in a way that is not congruent with what I found. Whatever it is that it tells you, it's not true. The only truth of who you are, we found it. And that's it. Some people call this meditation. You can call it meditation. It doesn't have to. It's just curiosity. Curiosity to be who I am. And the more you do this, the more you're going to find that throughout your day, you're being that. Without any effort. And this is what changes everybody's lives in this path. Not 100 books, not 1,000 podcasts, not 1,000,000 videos on YouTube will do this, ever. If anything, they'll just add to the story of the mind, to the narrative. So this is the path of unlearning for the purpose of being who you are, which is greater than having all the information in the world or the universe, being a master of anything. Be a master of you, a master of yourself. How can you possibly accept yourself if you don't know who you are? That's the invitation. Know yourself first. Then you'll be able to accept everything that you are. Without that, it's just the mind trying to accept what it thinks it is. Impossible. Cannot do it. Frustration comes up. Questions, doubts. That's it. That's all that is required. Nothing else. As usual, I hope this video was very helpful. I keep inviting you to my community in school where you can get together with people, like-minded people like us who are on this path, the direct path to who we are, and exploring these implications together. Questions arise, we're there. Experiences arise that we want to share, we're there. That's what it's for. In the description, you'll find how to reach the community. If you want to book a one-on-one call with me to see how this can possibly help you, and if this is the right fit for you, then you also have a link in the description for that. Thank you for watching and taking your time for yourself and for exploring this with me. And I hope you have a wonderful day full of peace and harmony. I'll see you in the next video.